Pathfinder.
Hi there.
You were in the Alliance before you became a Huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Need something?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
Is Jal doing okay?
Axul's death weighs on him.
I'm the one who pulled the trigger.
But Joel put you in that situation.
Is PB alright?
I tried to talk to her about Kalinda. It didn't go well.
Is Drac good?
He seemed conflicted since Eladon. Drac likes to think of himself as a fossil. Something from the past to look at and learn from. But you've shown him he has a lot left to live for. Thanks, Ryder.
Thanks for the insight. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Haval, the oldest new world. I like it.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
I don't bring it home. On the Tempest, I like everyone.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Anything I can help with? When did you start believing in a god? My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God. But your work as a scientist convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth. What are your thoughts on the origin of the Angara? You're not the only one who's asked that. It's going around, people saying it's unnatural. Are biotics natural? What about space travel, painkillers, clothing, fire? All of it's made our lives better. Why would I draw the line at life creation tech? I have to say I agree. The Angara are the same, whether evolved or created by some mysterious hand. Not everyone sees that, however. And knowing the Scourge was a weapon meant to destroy the Jardin makes me wonder. Maybe someone out there really hated what the Jardin were doing. I should get back to things. Sounds good?
Looking good, Pathfinder. What can I do for you?
Is there more about Kalinda you want to share?
Not really. It's sad in some ways. She was important to me once. But the edge she lived on was too sharp. It made her exciting, but also excruciating to be around.
Come on, you two were intimate, right?
Take a wild guess. Why are people so hung up on sex? It's a natural expression of attraction. We were doing exciting, daring, irreverent things. It stirs stuff up. Like shaking a bottle of champagne, you know? You should know. Better than anyone. I'm not the type to save myself.
What happened to end the relationship?
Which time? She'd thrown me aside so many times, I felt like a yo-yo, each more cruel than the last. She'd come back with sweet talk, apologize profusely, tell me her feelings were so intense she got scared, yada yada. Until she disappeared, right around when I found my first remnant ruin. So I threw myself into that.
Tell me more about the two of you.
After she woke me from stasis, I was living off-grid, right? She set me up. Got me ID cards, access to resources. I thought we were a team. She was the society lady. Proper, established, powerful, living vicariously through me. She introduced me to her circle, showed me off, called me her little rogue. I felt special.
Did you know she was working with the exiles?
Had no idea. Blows my mind she was leading a double life. Nexus aristocrat by day, thrill-seeking outlaw boss by night. I realize now how little I knew about her. Makes me question everything.
Let's talk about something else.
Yes, please.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
So, what's next for you guys? What's the next big adventure?
New Tachanka. Maybe stick with Ryder. Gotta keep working or I'll die of boredom.
For me, I guess being a dad.
You're gonna be great. Trust me. And if you need any tips... If you need any tips, don't go to PB.
Hail the Archon Killer.
Are you going to stop calling me that?
Sure. What's up, Archon Killer?
Are you and Callow getting along any better?
I doubt we'll ever get along, but yeah. That fight was just a blip on the radar. We're finding our way working together. It's an exercise in tolerance, for both of us.
I've got better things to do than keep you from fighting.
I know. It won't happen again. I'm not the type to hold a grudge or pick a fight. So long as I can slip in an occasional snide comment, I'm good.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Milky Way species in Helios. The healthy human baby, born on a shuttle in space, is a welcome bit of good news after so many lives lost out here. This is HNS. Our Carchero advises that power consumption is nominal.
Yes, Pathfinder?
How are we doing on the viability front?
Aiming for success. It sounds pat, but you're living up to the job.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. Havarl is a draw for the research-minded, despite there being so little established. It remains unusual despite the corrected vault. It may yet be a surprising producer. We shall see. There's so much beneath Vold. Some are calling it beautiful, but not when I'm around. Poetry remains off-limits. While Tate is a master at wringing out resources, there are legitimate concerns about the connections you use to place it.
Sloan is established. We need that influence.
Tan is livid, of course. Giving the exiles any concession legitimizes them. Keep an eye on it. There's only so much I can deflect, and only so long as you can promise stability. A surprising number are moving between here and Eladon. It's very familiar, bringing the Krogan back.
You don't mind that Morta gets concessions?
Not if the Krogan are under our banner. Tan takes it personal. I go by the numbers. I'll eat some crow if it gets us resources.
Have you caught up with Dr. Kennedy, now she's back on the Nexus?
She's as difficult as she always was, which is how it should be. Andromeda isn't supposed to change everything. Her work remains invaluable, and her child inspires hope. We need both.
Director Addison.
Goodbye, Pathfinder.